because it's more grounding to write than to keep everything in my head.
That's true. That's true. Hello, and welcome back to Grumble and Growl. I'm Gail Tosh, your host, as we examine issues from the local to the global perspective so that you can make better choices. Today, we are at the outside at the beautiful Manlius Library here in Manlius, New York, talking to local author Crow Lundervold. Crow, welcome to the show today.
Oh, thank you for having me.
Yeah, that's great. So you're a local author. Can you explain to us what kind of things you write?
Yeah, so right now I have a poetry book about my queer and neurodivergent experiences growing up from childhood to adulthood. And I'm also currently working on a novel about a seamstress uh, who wants to create super suits for superheroes, but she ends up making them for the supervillains instead.
Oh my goodness. On purpose or by accident?
By
Oh, don't
accident.
tell, don't tell us.
Okay.
Yeah, let us find out when we read your book. All right. So what made you want to become an author?
So I've been writing since I was in kindergarten. My very first celebration of writing was when I wrote a book and brought it to my kindergarten teacher, and she threw a party for me with the
Wow.
entire class.
Oh, I wish that would have happened to me. That's awesome.
Yeah, I don't even remember much of the party, but I remember thinking I am a writer. Yeah, so ever since kindergarten, I have some accomplishments since then. Like I won a poetry contest when I was in high school. It was a county-wide contest in Schuylkill County, Pennsylvania, where I grew up.
I grew up in Pennsylvania, Schuylkill County. Where is that's near the Schuylkill River?
Yeah.
Is that in central Pennsylvania?
Central Pennsylvania.
Union County, Lewisburg, Pennsylvania, Mifflinburg.
Yeah, I've heard of that.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Go ahead. You were in Schuylkill, Pennsylvania. Congratulations on that, by the way.
Well, thank you. And I also had a publication on fiction on the web for a short story called Eggs. It's fictionontheweb.uk.
Okay. All right. Awesome. So you've got some books out now about your poetry and about the seam. Are you working on the seamstress?
I'm working on the seamstress.
Okay. All right. So did you self-publish these books?
I am self-publishing, yes.
And how does that work?
Instead of having your work published by traditionally through a publisher, you have all the rights to your book. Like you create the book cover, you need to find your own editor. You have complete control over your book, and that also means that you're the one who needs to sell your book and market your book.
And how do you do that? Do you go out to book signings?
Yes, I go out to book signings. I go to local events such as the Queer All Year Market that's coming up in November.
Okay.
That's happening in Syracuse.
Well, I hadn't heard about that. We're going to need to know about that. Okay. Well, I did meet you at an event. I met you at the BIPOC Mental Health Fair.
That's right.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So that's one of the ways that you get the word out there about your book, and the things that you're writing about. So you wrote about your queer divergent growing up.
Yes.
What are some of those stories like? What is it? Is there hope at the end of the tunnel?
Yes, there's hope at the end of the tunnel. A lot of my romantic interest in the book tend to happen in college because I didn't really understand my sexuality while I was younger. Because I just had crushes on boys, I had crushes on girls, but I never really pursued anything because I thought no one would ever want to date me.
Oh, no, don't think that.
Yeah, but
well, I saw her walking up with a very pretty girlfriend, so
yeah.
I don't mean to out you or anything like that, but yeah. Okay. That's great that you have a partner now because people don't see you the way that you see yourself. You know, when we have these negative feelings about ourselves,
right.
Most people don't have those feelings about us.
Correct.
And I'm glad that you were able to move past that a little bit. Now, was writing a cathartic experience for you? Did it help you overcome some of those experiences?
Definitely. Like writing makes me feel like my experiences are real because it's more grounding to write than to keep everything in my head.
That's true. That's true. Okay, so people out there, they've heard your story. They know that you're queer divergent. And if they're having any of those feelings and thoughts about themselves, is there anything that you want to tell them or anything to tell anyone who might be listening to do?
I would say there's always someone out there who can relate to your experiences, even though it's not a perfect relation to what you're going through. People understand your feelings and emotions because people have gone through similar experiences and you are not alone.
You are not alone. I think that's really important for us all to remember, especially right now when it seems like they're taking away all the supports for queer people, queer divergent people, questioning people, all of those supports are going away.
Mm-hmm.
Is there anything that they should do physically? Do you have a website? Where can they find your work? Do they have your work here in the library?
I brought a book with me to donate to the library.
Oh, that's fantastic. Can you show it to us?
Yeah, I have it right here.
So people can see the title?
Here it is.
Hold it right up.
Poems of a queer neurodivergent loser with codependency issues.
Oh, okay. And just by reading that, you know she's not a loser. All
Yeah.
right. Well, Crow, thank you so much for being on the show today.
Well, thank you so much for having me.
All right. Now that you know, go out and do something about it. All right. Take care. Bye for now.